a little news update here in the world of pop culture and the cultural warfare that's going on. So that umbrella guy, a just a dude from Tennessee who happens to be a clinical therapist, um, started. He's a comic book creator as well. Um, Family guy, lives in a small town. Great channel. Happens to be covering a lot of the Amber. Gosh, I don't even know if we're allowed to say it. It's so bad nowadays. The Heard v. Depp stuff. Is that how it is? Anyway, so check this out. Child Protective Services got called on him. They've been trying to do this for a while. He knows it. They've called the sheriffs there. He played a tape one time of someone from Los Angeles that was calling his sheriff's department 911 saying that he was doing something illegal. He was interfering with a trial by putting out YouTube videos. And the lady on the 911 call, like, it did about all she could not to laugh. I mean, you could hear it in her voice. It was just sad. Anyway, check out his Twitter yesterday. The weirdos just sent there I am talking again. Child Protective Services, CPS, to our home again. That's the reality of covering cases like Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard and the continued harassment from places like Rolling Stone, Washington Post, Newsweek, and more. Gonna get a lawyer today to sniff out the complaint if possible. Now, real quick, when he talks about all these different, like the Rolling Stone, different periodicals, Washington Post, Newsweek. By the way, if you hear panting in the background, that's my Labrador puppy. He's becoming mid puppy. He's a teenager. And he's got an attitude about everything. So anyway, sorry. But anyway, they've all been attacking him on every time he mentions their Amber's name. See here, don't want to dox the worker that came, so I redacted almost everything, but targeting an 8 and 3-year-old is beyond effed up. If I can find out who it is, I will. So, also, if you remember in the trial, he was referred to as that umbrella man, I believe. It was real funny, like, to hear them actually say, because this is a guy I've been following for a long time. We're both Tennessee. I have a connection to the clinical therapy field. He is a clinical therapist, so that's kind of cool, right? You relate to people, and the way they tell stories and stuff like that. It's just how you are. Look at what your friends, what they do for livings. How, I don't know, just life in general. I shouldn't have to explain how relationships work, but this is the tubes. Anyway, so that was him on Twitter. What I wanted to show though was Ethan Van Sciver last night had Yellow Flash on. So the Umbrella Guy went live. He took his live down, but I wanted to play this for you here. And we're going to have to, I just realized something here. This may not pick up. So I'm going to have to turn the volume up here, and we'll be sure and go through the microphone. But hopefully it does pick up.
I guess. Kiwi farms could be gone, but those people still exist on the internet, and they're going to probably build something new.
No, what they're talking about is the site Kiwi Farms got taken down. And even it doesn't make sense why you take things down. You do the council culture type stuff on things because those people still exist. You still have free thought, and that's what I don't know, man. That's what people don't understand. You can't control what pops into your brain.
And that's just unavoidable. The internet is what it is. It's the Wild West. You can't just you can't just expect people to behave themselves the way that you would like them to on the internet. The internet allows people anonymous free speech. Look at you. Nobody knows who you are, and that's served you well because you've been able to be honest about your feelings without having to worry about any threat of reprisals.
Which makes for a great channel that the Yellow Flash has.
Although there are people who would like to threaten you with reprisals.
Well, look what happened with Tug today. Did you see that?
No,
Tug is that umbrella guy.
explain that. What happened with Tug?
I only saw a little bit of it, but apparently that somebody sent CPS to his house and he showed off the card, the CPS card. They wanted to see his children.
That's the card I just showed y'all that the umbrella guy's talking about.
Who would do that to him? Why? What is wrong with
Amber Heard people? That boozy guy, he's all over the place. This is a whole new thing. This trial ended in June.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Still going on.
See, this is how you know it's the culture war. It's like you go, how do I? People always say, why are you fighting an imaginary culture war? It's not imaginary. It's very real. And I could sit there. I made a video making fun of the Elvis movie. I hated the Elvis movie.
Yeah, I agree with you. It sucked.
I haven't seen it.
It was an awful movie.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was a painful experience. As a real Elvis fan, or at least Elvis to me is a certain way, and that was not what I wanted from it. But I made that video, and I got 25% of response agreed with me, and the other 75% was like, "I love the movie. You don't like Elvis," but it didn't blow up into anything else. That's how you know that movie was not connected to the culture war. It was just simply a piece of entertainment out there, and we can agree to disagree about whether it was good or enjoyable or not.
Which is the way you should be able to about everything. Everything doesn't have to be a culture war. A culture war means that what they're doing is it's a propagandist idea to put politics into mainstream media. Okay, so it just that's what your whole everything looks like. Why does everything have to be so controversial? This is it.
But you see, some things are connected to the culture war. The Last Jedi, culture war. She-Hulk, culture war.
Oh, She-Hulk is obvious.
Them ranks, culture war. And then this right here, Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial was vital to the culture war because what it was basically
rights.
It was meant. Well, it was a woman misusing the Me Too movement. Okay, now Me Too
Bingo.
was a great way to deplatform powerful men that were in the way of ambitious feminists. That's what we call the word ambitious. That's when women are bitches and trying to get rid of men because they have aspirations. Ambitious women. So that's
a new one for me.
They used it in comics too. Yellow Flash. Do you remember like when the original feminists came into the comic book industry, and men were just kind of like, yeah, like maybe you're right, maybe we're sexist. Women actually they cemented their power in comics by immediately making Me Too accusations over the most frivolous things to powerful men within the comic book industry as a way of saying, if you get out of line, we're going to have our way here. And if you get out of line, we will utterly destroy your life. And you see that happen. Like Tess Fowler and Brian Wood. Can anybody tell me what Brian Wood did wrong? Does anybody know?
Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff either. But anyway, as you can see, it's a greater, bigger thing. Goes on all this stuff. It's very unfortunate that the Umbrella Guy is being attacked for just putting out some content. He's got viewers, okay? Viewers that want to see it. So here's the thing. If you don't think these people won't go after you and you're listening to the Umbrella Guy, they will. You just don't speak about it. He has the courage, and yeah, that's the word I'm using here. Courage to speak up. And people that speak up now are constantly attacked. I mean, it is ridiculous. It is sad. and it's starting to now. You're seeing they're once again using children as political pawns. That is child abuse. Okay, when you're calling in Department of Children's Services to go check your children, you're a child abuser. Not the happy family that you're calling this in on, but the person who is calling them in. You're a child abuser, okay? You're a sicko, and you need help, and you don't need to be around in public. Maybe you need to get a job where you're very quiet. Like maybe you should get a job that's very strenuous. So at the end of the day, you're so tired, you go to sleep instead of creating these wild and crazy mythical ethos about what you should do to people who just want to have fun. Guys, if you like my stuff, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like. Share with your friends. Check me out on Getter. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on Truth Social. I'm on Twitch. The expert is on locals.locals.com. I am everywhere. Also, I broadcast my shows on the podcasting system. So, guys, I'm on every podcast there is. Just look for the expert. All right. And guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to the rantings of an idiot. And as always, I love you guys, and Godspeed, everybody. Be safe.